Hey guys, so I am back. I'm taking y'all on the road again. So I was at Delta Defense USCCA training. That's knowing when you can assert deadly force, what situations and what things you can use and not use in your state. And I had some revelations on this journey of healing and chaos in life and just stuff happening. We got to know our rights, and what we think are our rights sometimes aren't. I know a lot of things I thought I could do because of how I was raised or what somebody told me was self-defense or probable cause or justifiable, and it's really not. Now this lady, you know what, I just left a defense de-escalation training, so I don't want to go off on square bob head. I'm sorry, y'all. People just feel like they can battle a car, and they shouldn't feel like that. Look at him now. He gonna go walk right in front of the car. He ain't bit more looked at. So in this self-healing journey and in my journey of singleness and just being more aware, that requires us being more aware of our surroundings and things that's going on and how to respond to them when they come up. Because a lot of the times we are thinking the wrong thing and handle things the wrong way, and obviously most times it's just out of ignorance. And so I went to this training, I enrolled in it, as well as a continuum of carrying a concealed weapon, target shooting and stuff like that. This is all a part of your journey of self-healing. I'm not saying you have to do what I'm doing, but to feel safe, to get rid of anxiety, to feel more competent, to feel more aware, alert, and to know what you have in your toolbox in the event you need to use something to protect yourself is all a part of calmness and peace. And in this world, anything can come along and disrupt your peace, and you think you got it, or you think, oh, that's not going to be me, I would never do that. You don't know. You don't know until you're faced with that situation. And I'm going to tell you, my daughter just turned 35 yesterday, but last year I took her to self-defense class as well as to the range, the gun range. And because I had incidences happen involving shootings, I hadn't picked up a weapon since I turned over my service weapon at one of my jobs. So I hadn't been near a gun or fired a gun in a long while. And when I clutched and fired, I did well on the target, but I froze. And see, today, just like what I'm saying, if you even freeze, you can have all these things for self-defense, but if you freeze, if you don't know the law, if you don't know what you're aiming for, if you don't know how many feet away for proper de-escalation so you don't get charged too, criminally charged, it goes out the window. So when I froze, it was because of the sound from the gun going off, and it brought back immediately PTSD. And it's something that had happened a few years prior, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that my brain connected and processed from the last trauma of hearing that noise. So it gets psychologically deep. So today they talked about psychological self-defense, anatomical self-defense, de-escalation. It was a really good class, and I implore people to just go in your areas and find out what's going on. For me, it was also a social event to get in the world outside of my situation and my new singleness, get out here and know what's going on. Because when you're in relationships, you are comfortable to a point. Somebody got you and you got them. So like you got another set of eyes on you at all times. And so y'all kind of piggyback. If you're in a good, healthy relationship, you piggyback off one another and you have one another's back. So you get relaxed. I won't say comfortable, because I don't like using that getting comfortable situation. You get relaxed. You like, I'm good, you straight, I'm straight, we straight together. But I just encourage you all to put your defense and your safety and your psychological awareness, put this all in a part of your healing journey. Let it bless you. First deal with the psychological effects of whatever you're going through and however you feel. Some people have social anxiety. Make sure you identify whatever it is that you may have goings on up here and in here, and Once you figure that out, get the things out that's causing that emotional irregulation, and then go and find some things out. Start researching, reading at home before you go to your trainings. Don't waste your time signing up for everything you're not going to follow through, but just spend some time researching your state, your choices, and the law, so you can stay in the confines of that. Because I'm telling you, today there was a new set of laws from the last time we went to training a year ago. And so we always say, well, I ain't shoot somebody. Yeah, but you pick that skillet up and smack somebody in the face with it, or that golf club, or that baseball bat you got hidden next to your bed like I do. Oh yeah, you can't do that, you're getting charged. I didn't know using all that is considered deadly force as well, especially if it's not a reasonable reason why you made the judgment and you didn't went off and almost killed somebody with that. Then you're getting charged, and you're up here thinking you're defending yourself as some intruder, this, that, and the third. But there are steps in between that we always need to keep. So the first thing is de-escalation. How far? How much warning did you give? Deadly force is almost like the last thing. So there's people in bad relationships, there's people in abusive relationships, and they justify in some states how they got away with it and why they did it. And it just doesn't always go that way all the time. So you need to be aware. Sometimes you get locked up until you're found innocent, but then you got to have like 50 racks just to retain a lawyer, and it's probably going to cost, a defense case going to cost more than that. So yeah, I just wanted y'all to ride along with me. I'm just passing on things through my journey, some things that I was kind of engaged in already but I wasn't active, and there's things that are available that are free. That's a good thing, because this was free, because I don't have the extra money right now. And I like that, because it was no less of a paid training. It was the exact same way. It was by the exact same companies that's licensed to train you here where I'm at in Delaware. So yeah, do your thing, do your boss thing, put some more courage and confidence on your belt. You know, wear that on your back. You know, you can make rational decisions instead of emotional decisions from outbursts, or having your heart broken, or whatever, being fearful. You know, all of that can trigger something that you find yourself locked up. They won't let you out. Child, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right, y'all. God's love and God's peace. God's best to you.